Hey everybody, it's Friday, June 25th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. My name is JJ. You're watching Bull, Boom, Bear, Bust. Really appreciate you being here. And obviously, this is a late night output for this channel. We try to get the videos out as early as we can, but sometimes days just get busy, and when you have a family, it's really unpredictable. So I'm sorry I'm not on a more regular schedule, but I really appreciate everybody being here. A lot of big things happening. Just to kind of look back a little bit, just about everything we've been speaking about here on this channel continues to show its ugly face. We see that the moratoriums are going to be extended because the middle class, the working class, is not in good enough shape to start paying their rent. We've got the forbearances continuing. We've got Bank of America talking about get ready for hyperinflation and rising prices. And prices are continuing to jump. We're going to talk about that. Incomes are dropping. We're going to talk about that. So not a good combination, folks. Rising prices and dropping incomes. Let's get into the news we have for you for today. Let's take a look at just some of these headlines. The current administration extends the federal eviction ban through July. All right. So again, we're here again. We've been talking about this for almost a year now. Will they ever be able to lift the ban? And where is the economic recovery? Why can't we just have people get back to paying their rents, get back to a normal landlord-tenant relationship where you pay your rent, you get a place to live, or if you don't pay your rent, then you have to get out. That's just the way it is. Or is this just going to continue forever? Now, there are a lot of things that can be done that would actually fix the underlying problem. And what that is called a free market and deflation. You allow prices to correct to match what people can afford to pay. Right? It's pretty simple. It's basic, even high school economics. But there are forces that most of you know about that are not allowing that to happen. There's no true price discovery. Everything is manipulated. Everything is thrown out of proportion. Corrections are not allowed to happen. All the so-called fixes are just making things worse while enriching the people at the very top. And in many cases, a lot of people that are responsible for this mess are getting heavily rewarded for what's happening. And this is affecting people of all ages, even older people. Here's a story about a 75-year-old man, him and his wife, facing eviction. And there's a lot of older people in this situation. When you have a limited income, let's say Social Security, where you're lucky to get a 1% increase every year, inflation is not good. Inflation is not your friend. Right? If you're in the stock market or some other asset investing, then inflation may be your friend. But I hope you make enough investing to offset all of the rising cost of living and the higher prices that you're going to see pretty much everywhere. But this story, CNBC, millions of Americans may soon be forced out of their homes when the national eviction ban lifts. I don't think they're going to ever lift it. I think it's going to continue unless we see something else that comes in and causes a crash. But two of them in the story here, a couple here, age 75 and 82, and they're among 800,000 older renters who, as of even right now, as the pandemic is fading away, are still behind on their payments. Right? These people, 75, 82, they're probably not jumping into stocks or other digital assets on Robinhood. They probably have a limited income, probably just Social Security. I doubt they even work part-time. And a lot of these people are going to be the most hard hit, people on fixed incomes. And I feel really bad for the older population here. Imagine working your whole life and you think you may have gotten ahead, and then you just see prices continue to just skyrocket. And so much for enjoying your retirement, but it's not even that. Not only not enjoying your retirement, but even worried about being homeless now at that age. Pretty sad. And supposedly this is the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And people are so proud of this country, and nothing wrong with being patriotic, but this country's got some big problems that are just being disguised and just being glossed over right now with a lot of money printing and with a lot of support, stimulus, payouts, manipulation. It's just beyond insane how anybody thinks this is going to end well. It's just really surprising to see people out there that actually think that this economy is going back to any sort of normal. There is no normal, and who defines what normal is? Even before the big shutdown recession, things were not normal, right? A country with 20, 25, 27, 28 trillion in debt, that should not be considered normal by any standard. And production continues to drop, manufacturing not really picking up, prices continue to skyrocket, and if they send out more money, it's going to get even worse. You'll have more people that aren't producing anything, aren't manufacturing anything, in many cases aren't working at all, but they have a lot of money to go out and spend and drive up prices. And guess who's on the hook? The working class. People that are still actually working are going to get more of their paycheck taken. It's a sad, dangerous situation that we're in right now. All right, another CNBC article. The eviction moratorium is killing small landlords. Yes, we predicted this. Small landlords are going to be the hardest hit. The big mega landlords with thousands of properties, if they have a few tenants that don't pay, guess what? They can just raise their rent on 100 other tenants to make up for it. A small landlord with 1, 2, 3 properties, not that easy. Not that easy. And they don't have billions of dollars behind them in most cases to make up for this loss of rent. And who's going to pay their bills? Who's going to pay their utilities, their upkeep, the maintenance, the taxes, HOA fees in a lot of cases. So this is another part of the wealth transfer. Small mom and pop landlords getting hurt really, really bad. And guess who's going to be there waiting to buy these properties? That's right, big mega corporations. I'm guessing that BlackRock is licking their chops right now, waiting to get a lot more houses here as this thing continues to unfold. And according to this source right here, this article, individual investors own about 23 million properties in the US. Rather 23 million units in 17 million properties. So some of them are multi-family structures. Right now, it used to be that the mega corporations and institutional money was only in multi-unit housing, like apartment buildings, of course. And you would expect institutional money to be into, buying an entire apartment building. But now single-family homes are being scooped up by these mega corporations. And do you think they're going to make very good landlords? I kind of doubt it. Recent AP article, May, consumer spending flat, incomes fall, prices jump. So every time we get a few months out of having a stimulus check sent out, spending drops. They count income in the stimulus check. So when people have stimulus given to them, they count that in the income number. So now it's been a while since the last stimulus check. Incomes are falling, but prices are still jumping. Right? We're not manufacturing anything. We're a consumer nation. And we are a service sector economy, not a good combination. We don't make anything, and we have a lot of fiat digits to swipe and go out and buy things. But the prices are just going to continue to get higher and higher and higher. And no one's talking about any solutions, so continue to prepare for what's coming because it doesn't look good. The people that still believe there's an economic recovery, let them continue to believe it. But people here on this channel, you know what to expect and you know how to brace yourselves. I'm still stacking silver for those people asking. I'm continuing to buy silver every week, at least every 2 weeks, but I try every week. For those of you following me on Twitter, you know I bought some digital assets just a few days ago. We had a big drop. And as they are rising now, I'm going to start selling some more off. And guess what? Going out and buying more silver. That's what it's going to be at the end of the day. Cryptos, I don't see a long-term investment in those. Some people do. I just trade them, get in and out of them, and trade, basically trade the volatility to try to get enough money to go out and buy some real assets. And that's, in my case, it's silver. Link down below. That's what I've been doing here. So anybody asking, that's still my position. And people say, oh, silver's not going anywhere. Good, because I'm going to have a chance to buy more. And then once this fiat funny money system finally implodes, we're going to be holding the real money. That's it for today, everybody. Stay well. Have a good one. Peace.